Beautiful nail family. Now I am going to slowly zoom in. There's been some technical difficulties where if you zoom in too quickly, it gives some issues, and we don't want that because today is launch day. Oh my gosh, okay, let me quickly get this sent out and then we can start all the magic. Okay. First off, how is everybody doing today? I hope the day is treating you so well. Okay, let me send this on Instagram. And if anybody's watching this on replay, you can be added to the Instagram notification group. Just send me a message at Raven's Nail Bar on Instagram, and I'll add you right away. Okay, let's add the squad. Okay. Share. Perfect. Priya! Hi, sissy. Okay, am I crazy zoomed in? I'm gonna check here. It really frustrates me. It does not tell me when it wants to zoom in like crazy. I think we're good. Thank goodness. Because it's been doing this weird thing where like I was painting and I thought like I was focusing on something and it was zoomed in all the way over there. So we don't want that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this brand new collection. This is called the Moonlight Spell Collection. Thank you so much, Priya. I want to give you the biggest hug. I love you so much, sissy. I hope that you're okay though, because this is very late, or shall I say early, where you are. Okay, so the Moonlight Spell Collection actually just went live today. And October 4th, for spooky season, Madam Glam was not playing. I'm going to quickly read the write-up. So this is the Moonlit Spell Collection. The crisp air mingles with the enchanting glow of pumpkin spice and flickering candlelight, setting the stage for a season wrapped in mystery and glamour. Oh my gosh, Priya, it keeps you company. Oh, I love you so much, sissy. I am happy to keep you company. It's been a bad pain day, so I knew some color therapy was going to be that thing to help. Color therapy and sissies? Yes, please. So this says, this October, we dive into the spellbinding allure of autumn nights, where every shade casts a story of bold confidence, enigmatic elegance, and irresistible charm. Moonlit Spell Collection captures the essence of October nights, where rich pumpkins, smoldering embers, and shadowy golds come to life. Bold, mysterious, and irresistibly chic, these shades are designed to elevate your autumn style with a touch of haunted glamour and warm seasonal magic. Unleash the Unleash the magic at your fingertips with 4 deeply rich cream shades and 4 cat eye finishes, shimmering with a mysterious glow. This collection conjures the allure of moonlight nights, flickering shadows, and enchanting spirits of the season. Perfect for those who dare to dazzle in the dark. Experience vibrant color that cares, formulated with 100% vegan, cruelty-free, 21-free, and palm oil-free ingredients. Our gel polishes deliver stunning results without compromise. Wear your favorite shades confidently, knowing that they're crafted both with you and the planet in mind. So actually, with the recent European TPO ban, I'm pretty sure these are, yeah. So let me bring that up to the screen here. These are all TPO free. Hello, lovely Sabron. So this is really huge. Madam Glam actually did the huge shift to TPO free before the huge ban came into effect. So there's a lot of people that purchased a crazy amount of products that now they cannot use it in their salons and their home salons due to the ban, and you can actually be shut down. It's incredibly serious, but it's because this chemical has actually been found to, so it damages reproductive organs and like all sorts of really damaging things with the body. So it's really, I think, amazing that Madame Glam has already taken this out. Okay, so let's go through the colors. I'm so excited. I wanted to go in between, right, Priya? Because you're in the UK as well, and I'm sure you've been hearing everywhere. There's a lot of fear mongering going on, so people are saying gel polish is banned. No, it's a product in gel polish that's banned, which is the TPO. So I'm going to quickly, I just wanted to show you guys some of the test nails before I start the swatching so you guys can kind of think about what you want to see. Aw, thank you, Sissy, right? Never disappoints. Let me just turn the flash on here. So I did want to show, so these were, I did a few, oh my goodness, my nail just went flying. I did some test nails. So this is with Ruby Thorns, which I think is one of the most pretty red cat eyes that I've ever gotten. It's so pretty. And then with that same color, like, it was so hard for me not to like use this for every single design because, like, look at the portal. It's so bright. Let me turn down my other light here. Like, the camera can't cope, and it goes from this really pretty red to this like super cat eye effect almost. Gorgeous. So this kind of just has a frame, a band on it. Oh, thank you, Sissy. You're the sweetest. So this is with Potion Dust Cat Eye and actually stamping. So I used one of the gradient flame and stamped that on top of Potion Dust. So there's a lot of things you can do with this collection. This is also made with the cream, which is like a skeleton finger, a phalange, if you will. And then we have Ghost Face here. Oh, I love you, Sissy. You're like, I ain't missing nothing. And then this is kind of like Beetlejuice inspired. It's like really, this is a fun, really fun nail. And that's combining two of the cat eyes. And then this is Pumpkin Ritual with some stamping on top. So I kind of wanted to do a mixture of hand-painted creations and stamping. So the stamping is this nail and this one, and then everything else is hand painted. But you can already see how bright these cat eyes are. They're so pretty, and the creams are highly pigmented. Thank you, Sissy. So just keep those in mind because I am going to be recreating one of them after we do the swatching. Now, I did do already on the model here double coats. So I'm going to be showing you what 2 coats looks like, but I will only be swatching 1 coat. Ooh. Priya, does my model's attire look familiar? Because you're the beautiful human that sent this like lovely garment. She's stunning. So we're going to start actually off with that color. We're going to switch in between the creams and the cat eyes. So to first start up, we have this absolutely stunning mauve, and this is called Moonlight Mauve. And also, what I was mentioning before, I love that they are vegan, cruelty-free. Also, this TPO is huge because, again, a lot of companies, like salon owners, have been having huge issues not having any, like having to throw away large stock. And it has been months now that they have been TPO free. So at least if you've been purchasing certain things from them, you don't have to worry about that stock being ruined. So I'm going to quickly just turn this one light off. So we are going to be playing around with the lighting because with cat eyes, lighting is everything. And because we have a mixture of creams and cat eyes, we got to switch it up. But this is the first stunning color. Right? It suits her perfectly. This to me is almost like an eggplant. It is a stunning, stunning mauve, and you guys are going to see the coverage on this is crazy. It is so pigmented. So I'm just going to quickly grab one of the swatches. Thank you so much, Priya. I would have been so lonely. Thank you so much for coming in, honey. I usually do my live like way earlier, but there was just a bunch of stuff in the AM, so we are doing it a little bit late. So also what's really amazing to see how pigmented this formula is this is a clear swatch stick. So that's something to keep in mind. Because literally in that one swipe, you can see how much that covers. Oh, I'm just so happy it actually gave you the notification. Because yeah, it like rarely does. So frustrating. So again, for anybody that's watching, Madam Glam is an amazing vegan, cruelty-free company that delivers amazing shades every month. They have both mid-launches and launches every 4th of the month. And I am just quickly swatching some colors from their brand new collection. We're going to be swatching the full collection here. And I'm only going to be doing one thin coat on all of the swatches because, again, as I mentioned, to know what it looks like stacked twice, I have the hand here. But look at that. That's one coat. That's crazy. So, so bold. I'm just going to pop that in. So as everything's in the lamp, we're going to have no time wasted. I am going to switch out to the next color. So this is going to be a cat eye. Now I will try to pair each one with their corresponding cat eye because they actually do have all a pair. Let me get the purple. So this one is called Hocus Plum. And this is a stunning purple cat eye. So sometimes I say there's all this unused time when you're thinking about things in the lamp baking. So this is where we're going to switch out the colors. So say goodbye to Moonlit Mauve because we are about to show you the cat eye magic. Also, for anybody that doesn't know, Madam Glam has a really amazing program called their VIP program. And if you were a part of that, it's $29 a month. And that actually rolls over to store credits. And you can get not only before like a good 3 to 4 days before any launch, you can get early access to new collections. But not just that, you can get entered for giveaways. There's all sorts of magic. So the VIP program is everything. Okay, let me just quickly grab the hand here, 1 second. So this color actually blew me away. I really love that all of the cat eyes in this collection, they have like a very light shimmer, but it's not a like glitter cat eye, if you will. This is like a super cat eye and glitter mixed into one. So you can do a lot of dynamic designs with this. And I think it's just so perfect for this season. Because before we know it, we're going to be into, you know, all the other holidays. So just being able to enjoy the whimsy of spooky season and getting to play with these shades has been all of the healing. So let me grab the color here. So this is called Hocus Plum. And again, this has the round brush. absolutely beautiful. So you can just apply it like this and cure, and you'll have almost like this metal finish. But what I love is if you activate those particles, let me show you the magic. Now let's turn down the other light here because lighting is everything for these cat eyes to truly show. Look at that. So I love that there's this jelly purple base and then just the most darling shimmer. You can do so much with these, even kind of like reveal nails where you'll paint something dark and then when you're this way you can't see, and then as it pops down, boom. Hi, nail culture. That is Lorna. You guys have to make sure you follow her. She does a nail interview channel and she does all sorts of reviews, tutorials. She also makes her own nail content, and actually she sent me Nail Sister box. I had did an interview with her, and that's going to be premiering later on in the month. And as a thank you, she sent me this beautiful box. I have not been able to open it, but I am so excited. Okay, so let's grab another swatch stick. Now, again, we are only going to be doing one coat of this, but you'll, of course, see what the two coats looks like on the beautiful model. Everything is so pigmented and lush. It definitely brings all of the magic. So actually, last October, the brand ambassador of the month was Mama Does Nails. And her Moonlit collection, I swear there were so many nods in this collection to that one, and it just made me super emotional. Yeah, all of the good feels. And I'm definitely going to be doing a full set this October with that collection as well, because that's one of my favorites. So it's really important, you just saw me do a few swipes, just to really get an even coverage here. And when you have that let me just move this to the side here. When you have that even coverage, when you're moving the magnet, like the wand, you won't have any streaks in it. And so as you move the particles, usually that will dissipate, but to get the best finish, it is really nice for you to kind of give that moment for everything to level out. Now you guys are gonna see how fast reacting this is. It's insane, just a gentle swipe. Look at that, it's already activated. So I'm just swiping here. And I'm just gonna bring it up a little just so you can also see the jelly purple. Look at that. It's so pigmented, so reactive. Just gonna pop that in. So before we say goodbye, I feel like this is the Olympics of nail swatching because we're just going to keep switching these out. But before I switch to the next color, this is the Hocus Plum. And I'm going to show you actually side by side the two purples, because this is what I mean. Each color has a pair. The only one I would say is a bit difficult is the purple. It doesn't pair as well with one of the cat eyes, but all the other colors, I swear, it's like a match made in heaven. Each color is just has its other half. Oh yes, Priya, I was telling, like when we had our sister call and we did like for my birthday, I said we have to do a movie night. So please, 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 let's set that up for sometime like ASAP. Okay, so I'm gonna switch out these and I'll just kind of leave these test nails here as I switch. Now we are bouncing in between the creams and the cat eyes. So I kind of want to save one of the best for last in the pairings. So we'll move over because basically I tried to pair them up like this. So Haunted Velvet with Pumpkin Ritual, where this has, even though this looks very purple, it's actually this stunning black, and then it has purple shifts. Right? No, I am too, sissy, like major. And then these two paired together, which are Enchanted Moss and the Potion Dust. And then I feel like I want to save these ones for last because these ones stole my heart. This is the Ruby Thorns and Crimson Cloak. And these are just so pretty. So let's move over to these two. Now, I'm just going to quickly shift because I don't want to accidentally grab something we've already swatched. So this is what we're going to be. I'm just going to quickly put it on our model. But this is the gorgeous Pumpkin Ritual. And let me just, you never want to hit the other side and potentially hurt the brush. So this is Pumpkin Ritual, as I was mentioning. I just want to quickly show you guys the bottle. Now, this color actually caught me. So though it is a very beautiful orange, it's almost caramel as well. It's that perfect between like a burnt orange and a caramel. It's very beautiful. And it's one of those deceiving colors, so I'm going to try to get it as natural and close to how it actually looks as possible. Because as you guys know, lighting changes everything. Yeah, I just wanted to use any time we had where, for instance, something was in the lamp or we had a moment. I just wanted to switch over because I feel like getting to see the colors on the full hand, it just hits different. And then for anybody that maybe wants to individually buy colors, then you can just do that. I also wanted to share, I have a 40% off code. It is Raven40. If Priya could write it, I can quickly pin it, I think, if it'll allow me to pin. They've been changing so many of the things that you can do, which is insane. But it's a Raven40 for 40% off. And look at these colors. So you can buy the cream bundle individually, which is just all the cream colors, or you can get the cat eye bundle individually or all together. And Lorna, just you wait. I'm going to be showing that Crimson Cloak, but that's going to be like the end because I am so obsessed with it. Had to save some of my favorites. Something to look forward to. So this is Pumpkin Ritual. And as you guys can see, even bringing the light over here, it's very soft. It's almost like caramel. Again, that mixture between orange and caramel. Just put this to the side here. So it is so insanely pigmented. You guys are gonna just scream. All of the creams are this way. And again, I'm swatching on a clear background so you can just see how incredibly pigmented it is. Like one swipe, perfection. And though you're tempted to put on really thick, try to put as thin as possible. That's why I usually do 2 thin coats, because it will not cure properly. And then that's also how you can risk wrinkling and things like that. So definitely, like, you'll even see me sometimes I'll first apply a Luscious coat, but I'll make sure I get off all of that excess. Pop that in. So that is Pumpkin Ritual. And we're gonna move on to now the cat eye, which this cat eye stole my heart. I actually ended up using it in this nail as well as the jelly base, but it's the jelly purple, which is the Haunted Velvet. This is by far one of the favorite in the collection. But it's so hard. It's like, I kind of want to choose them all. Okay, so the Haunted Velvet, I just want to make sure I'm grabbing the right colors. So in preparation of any launch, I'll do like practice nails where I kind of play around with the different colors, the color palette, and then as well I will do full hand swatches. Again, just so if there is anybody that wants to individually get a color or anything like that, that they can see a more impactful representation. Because I find even when we do the swatches, if you're thinking about that on you, it's like you're still doing a lot of imagining, whereas if you see the hand, it's like everything kind of comes together. So this is Haunted Velvet, and it also has that really pretty flat. I tried to come up in here. Has that really pretty shimmer to it, and as I said, you could just stack it, like put it on just like this, but it's kind of like a shame because that true magic is when you wave that wand. So I'll turn down the light again here. And are you guys ready? Look at this. So do you guys see that like jelly black? And it has a light shimmer to it as well. And then it's the lightest, most dainty purple. Like it could almost get mistaken for a cat eye, like a super cat eye. But you can definitely see that purple tint in there. It's so pretty. So that is Haunted Velvet. Let's get a swatch stick for that. My wife is making creamy, what is it, creamy potato? Cream of potato soup. It just smells so good. Let me just zoom in here. So it was having a problem focusing, but I find when it's closer, usually doesn't have that issue. I just haven't been wanting to play with the zoom function because of what happened last live. But Priya, honey, if you could just tell me if it zooms in like crazy out of nowhere, that would be really helpful. So then I'll try to fix it or just like come back. Because I'd rather you guys see me than worrying about it being in one cohesive stream. I'd rather go and come back than have the last little bit a struggle bus. So I'm just making sure we have a good coverage on there. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is insane. And what I was mentioning is you could just place it like that, or you have this really pretty like midnight sparkle. But just wait, let me show you with the smallest wave. Look at that. It is so reactive. And also what I love is if you do anything, just hit it with a harsh line here, it looks like a gemstone right away. And you can also do a lot of stuff with like iridescent cat eyes, not iridescent, sorry, cat eyes, iridescent chromes on here would look really pretty. And this is also where you can really see that purple quality come out. How pretty that is. Now I am gonna quickly just do one more swipe because I did hit it. Isn't that crazy, Priya? Such a pretty color. They were giving away this collection on their live, hosted by their brand ambassador of the year, Enchanted Nails by Kelly. And I was just enamored. Like if I didn't get sent this collection, I would have definitely been #1 on there being like, please, because this is crazy. So pretty. Look at how fast reacting that is. So I'm just gonna pop that in. And then I will switch out to the next color. So right before I go, this is the Haunted. Let's just zoom out. Haunted Velvet. So pretty. I'm just gonna pop this back in just so you have something you're looking at. It's not just a blank area. Ooh, the pumpkins are running. So that was those two pairings. So we're going to move over to the green pairings, which I always want to just start off with the cream so that we can do that, the wow factor of the cat eye. So the cream is actually called Enchanted. I almost said that with an accent. Enchanted. Enchanted Moss. So I'm just quickly switching out the hand model. Now this is very much like that army green. It's such a pretty color. And what I thought was interesting is when I looked at the potion dust, it looked like it almost had a jelly version of this color. But then the moment that you wave the magnetic wand with the potion dust, it actually almost goes like a dark black. So that was really interesting. So this one is Enchanted Moss. Hi Cordy, how are you doing, honey? Thank you so much. Okay, so this is Enchanted Moss. This is so bright. This just reminds me also of like a forest fairy. It's so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. So this is again Enchanted Moss for anybody that's interested. This is straight out of Fern Gully. So pretty. Now forgive me, I'm actually using Madame Glam's white silicone matte, which I love, but it is unforgiving for the animal hair because silicone, I feel like, attracts all the things. But it's so worth it to have a workspace that you can just clean so fast. So I really, really love that part. Now, as I mentioned about that luscious coat, I apply a bit of pressure, not too firm. That's how I just remove any of the excess polish that I don't want. Now, this round brush, as you see, when you're going into the cuticle, especially if you kind of do that bouncing, kind of like circular bounce, you get a very tight, really nice cuticle without spillage or anything like that. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, it's humid? Priya, were you saying it's humid, sweetheart? I'm so sorry, love. I hope that you can get, like, with the quickness, some relief, because that is one of the worst feelings. It's like, that's probably why you also can't sleep. If it's humid, that's the worst. So next up is actually, it's called Potion Dust. And this was the very, very pretty, because at first it's kind of like unsuspecting. This is like definitely a color I don't have. But this shimmer, this is looking more gold. But there's like this yellow green, gives all of the dragonfly or chameleon skin. Now I am going to switch out this one here. So this is Enchanted Moss if you're interested. Just move that the whole sleeve away. And again, this potion dust seriously stole my heart. That's the one that actually I used for this nail here. And the jelly in it is this dark color. I didn't have to add anything. So it's a pretty cool effect. Thank you guys so much for coming and being a part of launch day. I could have did the live tomorrow, but I really, with the magic of today, I always say the 4th of every month, Madame Glam makes a faux Christmas Eve because getting to see the new collections is always so exciting. Okay, I've got her set up now. It's so funny, you guys are getting to see my model do like a million quick changes right now, so that you can see all the different shades. So this is the potion dust, and do you see like that jelly quality? Like, look at that. That is crazy, right? She's getting all of the fast changes. Yeah, this is one of my favorite. I want to do a like snakeskin nail almost and like a dragon's eye. So there's definitely more things we're going to do. Today, honestly, I just wanted to show the collection, swatch it, let everybody know that it's gone live. Maybe if you wanted to grab some colors and just play around with the goodies, but we're going to be back also to do like a full set. Today is just going to be like a demo and playing around, normal mid-launch activities, if you will. Or not mid-launch, full launch. Ain't no mid about these colors, that's for sure. And again, like every single one of the swatches thus far has only been one coat. So that should also show you the pigmentation is out of this world. And it just glides. So whether you're doing your nails or client's nails, it just takes all of the stress out. It's really just gorgeous product. I have never, Glam has never let me down, especially their gel paints when you're trying to do like line work and things like that, because line work can make you feel crazy. So I did want to show, this is another one of those colors you can literally just put on like this. So freaking beautiful. I also love showing the movement of the gel on these swatch sticks because there's no magnetic field. And actually when you use a stand, there is like a small, sorry for the light show guys, just had to move the other light. There is a small magnet in the base of every single stand, so that actually changes how it moves. That's also why sometimes you can do a practice nail and achieve it so quickly, and then it's completely different when you try to do it on yourself. Because again, there's no magnetic field. Well, we definitely have a form of a magnetic field, but not enough to move the particles in a desired effect. There's definitely like a heat and a movement that happens when you put them on yourself. Like just like the natural, you'll see the way the particles disperse. But again, it's not as particles, it's not as apparent as obviously when you use the magnet. Do you see this? So pretty. Let me take a little bit of this away. So what I'm trying to do is just manipulate it so that there's a little bit of jelly showing and a whole lot of the magnet shift showing, just so you can kind of get the full spectrum. Sorry. This is very like alligator. So pretty. That in. I can't believe we are ready to depart with my two favorites besides the Haunted Velvet. So I'm going to quickly just show you the colors that we've swatched thus far. And then when we're at the end, I will separate them by creams and cat eyes, but we just kind of have one for one here. Do you see how pretty these are? And again, this is all one coat for all of these. So that is a really fun way of showing that any nail art that you do with them, it's just going to take all of that stress away. Because when you're doing things like, for instance, when I was doing this, like not one of these moved while I was doing this, and I did it all while like wet, right? And connected everything. Okay, so we're gonna switch out to the crimson. So we're gonna say goodbye to this really beautiful potion dust. Just had to give you that one more shot before she was gone because she's too pretty. I'm just going to keep bringing over the demo nails just again so you guys aren't staring at dead space there. So yeah, we're down to the last two colors out of this collection, and then we'll go right into the demo. It was that fast because, again, it is so pigmented, you don't have to waste any product. And even on a clear swatch, it's just banging. Okay, so this crimson, which crimson is one of my favorite colors, besides blue, of course, anything ocean. I always say, when people are like, what's your favorite color? I'm like, oh, the Charm Sister colors. Give me, you know, blue, green, purple, pink. I'm happy. All the blue-green magic. But also a red crimson? Oh, it's just everything. Okay, so we did another quick change on the model here. So that is with the crimson cloak. And as I was mentioning, every single one of these colors features a, to use my big girl strength, features a round brush, which again, when you're painting, you can really get tight in this area around your sidewalls perfectly. So this is Crimson Cloak. So pretty. Got one wayward nail here. There we go. Like, stop this. Thank you, Priya, Cordy, Lorna. Thank you guys so much. Let's move this side here. I remember when it used to take like an hour and 30 minutes to swatch 8 colors because of my nerve damage. So being able to not do the too thin coats and just show you it also on the hand is a huge time saver. But I don't like to rush. I do like to go through each color and really give that color its spotlight. But oh my gosh, these creams, and cat eyes, but these creams speak for themselves. The fact that that is on a clear background and it's that bright, I just want to scream. That's so pretty. We'll pop that one in too. And then I'm going to switch out to the last color. So that is going to be one of my by far favorites, the Ruby Thorns. But first, we're going to say goodbye to Crimson Cloak. So far, what is your guys' favorite color? I love them all, but whew, the cat eyes in this collection definitely blew me away. Every single one of them are so beautiful. And especially the, because they're all beautiful, but the Haunted Velvet, the fact that that has a jelly black, I know Priya, like both of our gothic hearts are screaming over that one. We could definitely wear that all day long. Okay, so last but not least, these are all phenomenal, but this color is so pretty. This is the Ruby Thorns. Now, as soon as you see this on the hand model, you're going to understand why this is a not only crowd favorite, but why this is my favorite. Thank you guys for bearing with me as I just quickly switch out the hands. I really feel like it adds that extra va-va-voom, so I appreciate you guys. But also, it's a really great use of time while everything is cooking. Look at that. So the jelly red on this is divine. It's giving very vampira. So pretty. Yeah, this color is everything. So let me just grab the final swatch stick, and then we'll go through and I'm going to number 1 to, I believe, 6, or it might even be 7. Yes, 1 to 7 for the demo nails, and then you guys can choose which one you'd like to see. So this is the 8th color. I am going to zoom in for this one. I think it's also really nice to kind of see the colors in action. It's one thing seeing a photo, but being able to see it swatched live. Like, look at that ruby red slipper. Coverage is so delicious. Ruby red. And I do want to show you, so in certain designs, you need to demagnetize, and so what that means is you need to shift the magnetic particles completely away. So that is with the wave of the wand. Do you see that jelly? How dark that is? So if you ever have an issue where maybe you want to do like a stained glass look or something like that and you don't have jelly colors, you can also use cat eyes and just demagnetize and be able to use it that way as well. And if it's a good cat eye, usually you can wake up the particles again, slowly bring them back to life. Look at that. So that went from nothing to a whole lot of something. And you'll see me kind of going back and forth like this. This is not me just doing it for fun. It actually wakes up like a almost mirror-like glow in the center. It makes it very bright. So I'll usually kind of play around with that back and forth to wake that up. But look how pretty. It's like you're casting a spell. No wonder this is called Moonlit spell, because definitely cast a lot of spells up in here. Look at that. So I'm going to just pop this one in. And that marks all of the colors. Now, because this one's so pretty, I'll just leave her in the practice hand here. Let me zoom out again. Okay. Look at that. This was absolutely stunning red. So I'm just going to kind of put this in the corner. Now, let's go through all of the designs. I'm going to quickly kind of bring over the other light here. So number 1 is this, which is the blood red design. Number 2 is the frame or amulet, if you will. Number 3 is the cat eye flame design. Number 4 is the skeleton. Number 5 is Ghostface. Number 6 is the Beetlejuice swirl. I'm going to actually turn off my other light for this so you can See how bright this is. It features 2 of the cat eyes for a really fun effect. And also, let me turn off the other light and kind of show you guys. So with these cat eyes, the lighting means everything, right? So you can kind of see a different finish here with the double lights. I'll bring it closer, which is really fun. So pretty. And then last but not least is 7, which this is Pumpkin Ritual, and that previous one was 6, the Beetlejuice Swirl. Okay, so let me bring these back on over, and if in the comments, if you guys could write the number of the one that you want to see recreated. Let me see if I can prop this. Definitely does not want to stay propped. Does anybody have a favorite that you want to see? Have this silly. We have our window open and it's getting, like it's really getting cold out. So now that means that flies want to try to come up in the mix when they're not invited. Okay, so first let me just get the stand and the nail ready as you guys choose. Okay. Okay, so I quickly put the nail on here. So actually nobody made any selections, so I'm going to choose. I would choose this really pretty flame nail. I think this is so much fun. So why not, right? Okay. Now, for the flame, I still think Potion Dust is going to be one of the most dynamic ones. We could do a different color if you guys want to see, but I think that Potion Dust is going to be so pretty. I am going to put on some gloves. It's really important, especially when you're doing designs, not to have unnecessary contact with like that gel on your skin. So gloves are a great way of eliminating that potential. And before we go into the design, I'm going to quickly just grab the plate that I'm going to need. It's a stamping plate. I'm a 90s baby, so I had to grab it. It's a 90s retro. I actually did a full set with it. I'll quickly pop them off and show you guys. With the flames. This was like a glow-in-the-dark set as well. But yeah, look at that. So we're going to be using the same plate. But it's really cool because the moment that you introduce the cat eye, it gives a completely different effect. So pretty. Okay, so in this little iridescent binder here, I think it's this one. Let's just quickly grab that. So I'm just going to quickly, before we put the base color down, I am just going to clean this plate. I love stamping. Like, as you guys know, I'm huge on hand painting things, but I love stamping as well. And Priya's actually taught me so much about stamping. I'm so very appreciative. And she also sent me all of these different stamping polishes that have been a game changer. Okay, so we will need jelly stamper. I also will need a black. Now, I'm not going to pick it up until right before, and as I was going to mention, I love hand painting as well, so don't get me wrong. Love a hand painting moment, but also stamping is so incredibly, it's fun, it's therapeutic, all of the good things. Sorry, I just had to run and get some kitchen roll because that is very essential. Let's move our pumpkins over here. Okay. Okay. So to start off this design, which is this really pretty cat eye magic. So to achieve this, you're going to need potion dust from the brand new Moonlit Spell collection. This fly just does not want to leave me alone. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Okay. Hello, Tara Nicole. How are you healing, love bug? I couldn't believe it. She told me that she broke her thumb and I believe index finger, and I was just, as a nail artist, that's just hurtful. It's like, excuse me? No, 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 I do not want my sis in any pain. So I hope you're healing up so fast, honey. So this is one coat. Let me just turn down the base of this light here and turn on the flash. So this is one coat. It's so pretty of this potion dust. So Tara, we quickly swatched all of the colors, and I'll show you in a second the test nails, but we're actually going to be doing the flame. Hi, Raina. Okay, let me quickly, there we go. Let me just get my light again. Press the wrong button. Okay, so it totally hit this and demagnetized. So we're just gonna bring back those particles ever so gently. It's like seriously casting a spell because they all moved. I'm actually gonna even grab my neodymium magnet. So that will be one of the fastest ways to bring back those particles. So this is crazy, but this already is like a French nail, which is really fun. There's all sorts of different things you can do, but we want this to be concentrated. Okay, so as you see, this is a really small shift here. I'm going to be doing a second coat. I just wanted to get the base, and I wanted to concentrate it on the tip of the nail, because again, for these flames, we do only want it to be up to halfway on the nail, but we don't want the full nail to have, what's it called? We don't want the full nail to have the highlighted part here. So to achieve this, again, we're pushing those particles so we can have all the jelly up top. So I am gonna grab one of my tools here. This is like a pen magnet. It's a very handy, and it helps for this design big time. And so for this, what's really fun is you don't have to do a gradient. Like, you don't have to worry about concentrating it only at the tip and feathering it out, because your wand is going to do all of that movement for you. So this one, I want to make sure I get a high concentration at the tip here. And then I'm going to use this pen to start pushing it and creating that jelly. So do you see how the fade is starting? Okay, there we go. Now, all the concentrated magnetic particles here is what's going to be creating that flame. And we've created like a seamless ombre almost, just using the polish. Just going to quickly, I was just double checking there wasn't any at the top, or not as much rather.
Delivered it up the front of the neighbor's side.
So using Maniology, so I am also a brand ambassador for them. So if you use code RAVENART, you can get 10% off. And again, for any of the Madam Glam goodies, it's RAVEN40. And everything will be in the description box as well. So I just need a luscious coat of this black here. Just make sure everything's covered. And this is a time game, so you want to move rather quickly. Perfect. Okay, so we just wanted a quick pickup. We didn't want to have to fight with it, so thank goodness. Just gonna remove what I don't want with my very hairy lint wipe here. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see. This is the very gorgeous flames. So after moving the magnetic particles, literally kind of want to put a window into the sole here so you can see. And then just in a rocking motion, rocking back and forth. And there you got it. You got these gorgeous flames. I'm going to quickly top coat that. And it just is so pretty. I technically put one more coat on this one. I think the extra black makes it pop even more, but it's just so pretty. Yeah, as soon as you go like up here and see those flames, it's just so pretty. So let's grab a top coat. How dare that top coat go missing? I was like, where is she? I hope this didn't leave me zoomed in the whole time, which I have a feeling it did. Because it definitely looks zoomed in on that other. I'm just going to quickly pop that in. Oh, yes, Sissy, you must. Okay, I think we're having an issue. I'm going to try to zoom out. I think it's zoomed me. Sometimes there's the random time where it will zoom in crazy. And now I feel bad that I just did that whole tutorial and you guys probably couldn't see me. I'm gonna zoom out even more. I hate when this happens. It was doing so well for the first half of the stream. Okay, I think it is now. Well, I'm so sorry guys because I did the whole tutorial and I think you couldn't see because it decided to zoom like crazy. But basically, using this stunning plate, we were able to make this really fun nail. Yeah, I'm sorry though, honey, because the whole point is that you should see the whole thing. I'm definitely going to go live again, possibly tomorrow, and do a couple more. But hopefully the first half of the swatching worked. It's always that time where you pick something up effortlessly and perfect that it just doesn't show the audience anything. Okay, let's clean this. Okay. Let me quickly close this. I don't want anything getting on the monocle. So, obviously we recreated this nail, but I will go live again because it actually ended up cutting out, zoomed in way too much, so we couldn't see. But I will go through the other nails that were options. So this is like a blood nail. Aw, thank you. Give my love to hubby, please. This is like an amulet. Like a frame. And then we also had a skeleton. And then ghost face. He like came running, right? I'm so sorry that you couldn't see what I was doing, but thank you for staying. It was doing a issue again. This is the Beetlejuice nail. And then this is the final stamp nail. So thank you guys for coming for today's unboxing. And then I am going to come back and do some more designs, especially when you guys can see me properly, because that's very important. And I will quickly bring up the swatches that we did. So okay, I got them. Okay, so this is the full Moonlit spell collection with 8 never before seen shades. So pretty. Definitely steal your heart. Thank you guys so much for coming into today's live, and we will definitely come back, use these colors in a very fun design, and do all sorts of art. Sending you guys so much love, and I'll quickly go to the top fans. Moon Inked, you are number 1. Althea West, Nail Crusade, Priya K's Nails, Lovely Sabron, Mosin, and Cordy. Thank you guys so much. You made this live so very special, and I hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your evening. Sending so much love your way.